What do you think is the leading cause of death in the world?
I think it's cancer today
Why?
because so many people, even young people, are dying from cancer. And I think it's because of a lot of the pollutants we have in our system, like our food and things like that. So it's become more than just an adult disease. Everybody's dying from that now.
What do you think the leading cause of death in the world is?
Cancer.
Why is that?
Because through the years, people have changed the way food is made, and through that, the preparation, the additives been placed in, the chemicals that are placed in food to try to make it last longer. It can be a cause of why people may be catching cancer. Also, smoking, even though people have started to smoke less because there's less advertisement for lung cancer. Those are my thoughts on that.
What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world?
I think the leading cause of death in the world today is obesity, and I think that's because there is a lack of exercise.
Yeah. What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world?
I think it's probably HIV/AIDS.
Why is that?
Because a lot of people in Africa have that, and a lot of people die. You just walk.
And what do you think the leading cause of death is in the world?
In the world? Poor nutrition, malnutrition.
Why?
Well, we're very wealthy in the United States, and so many countries are just, people struggle every day just to have good food, just have any food, which probably the second thing for me would be health care. It's that people you don't eat well, you don't get the nutrition you need, then you certainly need some good health care, but if you don't have those two things, then you're malnourished and unhealthy.
What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world?
I think the leading cause of death would be natural disasters, because it's really hard to prepare for them and they often come really suddenly.
Okay. What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world today?
In my opinion, the leading cause of death would be AIDS, because they haven't found any kind of cure, and they're basically putting Band-Aids over it and not really, they're trying to find a cure, but it's getting people so fast that, to me, that's one of the most leading causes of death in the world today is AIDS.
What do you think is the main cause of death in the world?
Drug abuse. Yay.
Why?
Because lots of people do drugs and it's bad for you.
What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world today?
I have a lot of ideas of what it could be, but I really don't know what the leading cause of death in the world is today.
What do you think the leading cause of death is in the world today?
Drunk driving accidents.
Why?
Because there's a lot of them and people are really irresponsible. They're not educated enough about it, so it happens a lot.
Okay. Alright, what do you think is the main cause of death in the world?
AIDS. And HIV. Awesome.
Why?
Because it goes after the immune system, and then once you get the immune system, once it gets in your immune system, you're pretty much dead because there's nothing to fight off disease.
Yeah.